Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. And tonight at 9 o'clock, we have the second session of our March boot camp, How to Connect with Perfect Prospects for Your Business, specifically using LinkedIn, specifically using Facebook. So good morning, Richard, Gladys, Sheila. Ray, Shirley, my mic is hot. I hope so. Let me take a quick peek, see who's here. Daryl, I saw that little note you sent me, and let's take a look at that this morning. We can jump on at 11 o'clock my time. Take a look. So let's scroll down here and see who's here. Ron, Rich. Now, if you're not using LinkedIn to build your business, you all are missing a huge boat. This morning, I'm going to show you how to flood your inbox with new contacts who are excited to do business with you. Now, you can do it on LinkedIn. You can certainly do it on Facebook. And it's really a good feeling every morning to check your message centers and see every day you're getting messages from people who would love to connect with you. Granted, a number of them are going to be on LinkedIn and Facebook trying to sell you things, but you can pick out the people who are trying to do that. You can create an avalanche of new contacts that convert to sales. And all you need to do it is a profile. A profile on LinkedIn, a profile on Facebook. I'm going to jump over to our training library. That our March boot camp started last Thursday. We're going to give you access to the recorded session of the February boot camp. So if you choose to get ahead and watch last month's sessions on connecting, communicating, and closing, I encourage you to do it. 4 sessions: create, connect, communicate, close. Your tools: our universal profile guide and our private message scripts book that are constantly being updated to reflect the changes that are taking place on LinkedIn and Facebook. Now, there are new features and actions to take that are going to produce immediate results that will lead to sales on LinkedIn and Facebook. They're easy to do, and they don't require any kind of extensive computer knowledge. And there are new categories of prospects that are anxious to join your business. LinkedIn and Facebook's newest features make enrolling business builders faster, easier than ever before. So today is the 12th of March. Let me ask you all a question. How many people have you talked to about your business in the last 12 days? How many? How many people have you talked to? How many people have you shown your business to? I'm not going to ask you how many you signed up, but what's the number? 5, 10. There are new elements, new changes that all of you can make that generate immediate reactions. Changing your profile photo has always been an amazingly effective strategy. As a matter of fact, Will Zanders, who's a great friend, he's now the #1 top earner in his company, changes his picture all the time and encourages everybody that comes into his business that is new, start out by changing their picture. Wishing someone a happy birthday, wishing someone a happy holiday, or posting something of a personal development, motivational nature that people can react to and respond to, or something all of you can do, anybody can do. And these 4 actions alone trigger reactions and responses from people that you're connected to or from people that see what you do. Now, you'll enroll more reps with these proven actions in innovative texting scripts. A photo change, wishing someone a happy birthday, wishing someone a happy holiday. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up next weekend. Posting unofficial holidays, and of course, putting up motivating quotes, personal development quotes that people will react to, people will appreciate. And when you do it, it's simple for someone to just like it, make a comment, and that's what you're looking for. Or you're looking for your friends to share it. And once they share it, goes to their connections. It can literally go viral if the people that you share it with appreciate it enough. So then when they share it or they like it, it's just a matter of sending a text message to the suitable prospects that respond to any of your actions. And I emphasize suitable prospects, because not everybody that's going to like it, react to it, or respond to it is going to be somebody that you want to talk to about the business. But the more people that like it, the better. So you send a text message to the people that are suitable and follow my scripts to enroll someone in your business. The happy birthday script, for 26 years, has produced immediate results. Jacqueline, right after she changed her birthday, sent me this. I'm having a great success with the birthday strategy. I had almost 200 new people reach out to me to wish me a happy birthday on the 28th. Started conversations with most of them, and I have 28 people looking at my business right now. The birthday strategy has gotten such phenomenal results that many people change birthdays. 2 or 3 a year. Just change your birthday. Watch what happens. Then she sent me this. Max, over the last few months, my business has exploded. I'm enrolling more people than ever, and the new people I'm working with are experiencing amazing success a few days after they start. This is amazing and so much fun. Now, I'm not showing you these to impress you. I am showing these to you to impress upon you what you can be doing, what everybody that you bring into your business can be doing right away. At the end of the day, it comes down to one thing: conversation. Who are you talking to? How many people every day? How many people? Let me take a look. Some of the folks that are here. We'll take a look at some profiles. Let me see. Now, it doesn't matter what you're selling. Doesn't matter. Dan Land had purchased a cleaning franchise that used drones. Cost him $150,000. Everybody's got a story. And then he signed up with one of the leaders and top earners in Melaleuca. Started to build a business. He wanted to go fast, so he jumped into my coaching program. We started working together, and he picked it up. We spent, I think, 3 sessions getting him going. And then his sponsor, Jason Fisher, died. Made him an orphan. Didn't have anybody to work with. He lost his enthusiasm for the business. He was an orphan. Nobody to work with, nobody to help him. His sponsor died. So we talked about it, and he said, I spent all this money on this franchise. Can you help me get customers? Well, what kind of customers? Do you know who you're looking for? You have a crystal clear idea what kind of person would be interested in your business. More important than that, what kind of person would you like to work with that wanted to build a team, that wanted to go all the way, become a top earner in your business, build a team, learn from you, learn from everybody else? How do you identify people like that? With Dan looking for potential clients for his cleaning business, he was cleaning houses with drones, aerial. And we expanded his vision. He could not only clean houses, how about apartment buildings? How about office buildings? How about commercial structures? And then he discovered how easy it is to connect with the people affiliated with those structures that he could talk to. And he learned a very important thing, which all of you need to learn. And that is, you are in a relationship business. Okay? People get into business with people they like. People get into business that they respect. People get into business that they trust. Two years ago, he was struggling financially. As a matter of fact, he could barely afford to put tires on one of his trucks. By the end of the year and the beginning of last year, he made over $2 million. And that comes from one place, talking to the right people. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Look, I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you would use the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, now they kind of brought you and made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, I mean, it has blown up my business. And it's like I said before, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. I was in network marketing. I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things that was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
You are sitting on a gold mine with just a profile on LinkedIn. Every time Will changes his picture. With this one here, he had 173 people that liked it. 132 people made comments. When he was in Vegas, he posted this. 63 comments. I'm sorry, 63 likes. This is what it's all about. Put stuff out there that people can react to, that people can respond to. Be the person that your ideal prospect would like to know. It's not hard. When we started working together in November of 2022, he was number 5 in the company. By the end of the following year, he was number 2. And I am excited to announce it. We spoke last, I guess it was a week ago. Now he's number 1. And the people on his team that are making the same changes, that are changing their picture, that are posting things, that are engaging with the people they're already reacting to, are having the kind of success that you'd like to have. Now let me come over and show you the importance of connections. So over on LinkedIn, if I go to my network, and every day you're going to have people that are going to be reaching out to you to connect. I go over to my connections. Everybody that you're connected to directly is on your first level. So they're telling me that On my first level, I got 9,400 people. Try this. Now, these first level connections, they've all got connections. So my first level connections are connected to people. So my 9,400 people connect me to 1,600,000 people. And these 1,600,000 people, well, they've all got connections too. They connect me to 1,010,000,000 people on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn only has 1,020,000,000 people. I actually think the number's closer to 30. But the bottom line is, the people that you're connected to connect you to people. On LinkedIn, they will let you communicate with people on your first, second, and third levels. So there is nothing to stop you from looking at people, from talking to people. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to communication. Let me bring up Daryl's profile. All right, so Daryl, we'll talk about this. I still don't see the LinkedIn logo, nor, well, at least I don't see that item to verify yourself. We'll take a look in your account to see if it's really the case. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing: conversation. Conversation. Talk to people. The more people you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. There's a pattern to your conversation. And it doesn't matter whether you're a network marketer trying to sell and market a product or a service. John here is not in network marketing. He's got a totally separate business. His company has developed a little device that hospitals can use to prevent DVT, circulation for patients. It's phenomenal. He's already got trials going on with 2 major hospital chains, and the results have been astronomical. So John's looking for a particular type of person. He wants to connect with hospitals. Hospital administrators. $88,000. He's got 4 different categories. Every day, he is going to be connecting with people that are in positions where they would love to know about what he does. All of you have the same opportunities. All of you. Just by changing his photo on Facebook and LinkedIn triggers reactions. And for those of you that have aspirations to work with me and go faster, personal coaching is going to be your ticket to faster results. This week, I'm finishing up with 3 folks, so I'm going to have room on my schedule to add 3 more people. If I jump off here, go over to Facebook. So Will has built up a list of 10,000 followers. His list of friends maxed out at 5,000, but he keeps his list of friends down to 4,950. You never want your friends to fill up the 5,000 mark. Because if you do, then as long as there's room to add people, then you'll get a notice. Somebody's trying to connect with you. Once you're filled up to 5,000, you don't see it. Let's go down here a little bit. Now, we had a session on Sunday, and he didn't realize it, but a number of his settings had changed. So when he posts something 18 hours ago, whatever he puts up there. Now, the first thing that you see was pinned to his page, which means everybody that goes to his page is going to see he's a best-selling author. Let me give you some insight on how to become a best-selling author. There are about a dozen I'm aware of, I'm sure there are more, entrepreneurs that put together programs to help somebody become a best-selling author. And so what you do is you write an 800-word article, and it can cost you $3,000 or $4,000. And your article will be published in a book with the articles of 20 other people. Then all of the 20 contributors are all going to recommend it to their lists, to their people. And they have a massive following. The chicken soup for the soul guys do it on a regular basis. I've seen Brian Tracy do it. So the idea is you have an 800-word article in a book that becomes a bestseller, and you are a best-selling author. what you post is seen by the people that you're connected to, and it's all about conversation. You put things out there for the people that you want to bring into the business. And the other thing is to edify and congratulate the people on your team that are achieving success. What it's all about. Putting yourself out there. Giving people something to react to, giving some people something to respond to, because everything that you do is seen, liked, shared, or commented on. And that's what it's all about. The idea is to connect with people that you know in advance would like what you're doing, would be interested in what you're doing. So when we worked together in November of 2022, opened up his settings, we made one post, changed his picture, and within 72 hours, he was the #1 recruiter globally. He had close to 5,000 people that he was connected to. Again, it's all about conversation. I'm not showing this to you to impress you. I'm trying to emphasize what you can be doing, the power of your activity. 2 weeks later, he sends me this. It's exactly like you said it would be. Since last week, I made two posts that generated dozens of easy conversations by following your scripts word for word, and I've generated a dozen sales. So for those of you that are students, how many posts have you made since March started? How many people have you talked to? That answer will tell you a lot. And his activity made his entire organization curious about what he's doing. Now, most of you have heard his success story already, so I'm going to skip it. George Ruiz changed his picture on February the 17th. 2 days later, he had 193 people that liked it. This gave him an opportunity to start conversations with people. Joe Whaley, his first month when he was in boot camp, he signed up 18 people. Now, Joel knows how to sell. He was one of my coaching students that month. He enrolled 18 people. He's been successful in sales all of his life. He knows how to sell. He just needed to know how to use LinkedIn effectively. So I love it. Can't thank you enough. You quadrupled my business, taking me from standing still to being so busy I can't do anything else. Now, that was in 2018. He comes back a year later because he's in an insurance deal. His goal was 100 agents before the end of the year. We started working together again in November of 2019. And I told him, I says, Joel, this has got, you want 100 agents, you're going to put in 10, 12 hours a day. Well, Joel and his wife put in 14 hours a day. But he sent me a message on New Year's Eve to let me know that they hit it. 100 agents. Last year, he was also a member of the Power Lead system. He called in to share his success. I want to share it with you.
Let me open Joel up. I love it when former students come back. How are you?
Good, doing great.
I love it. I constantly refer to you as, one of my favorite success stories, because Joel here is probably one of the most experienced, talented salespeople I've ever met. I mean, this man could sell you anything.
Sweet. See, I like him already.
It's true. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about you. When I was working with you back in 2018, you picked it up right away. You were doing great. And then in 2009, you decided to do this insurance thing. And I never thought that, you had pretty high goals, 100 agents in 2 months. You guys did it. Thrilled that you're here. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, in looking at your profile, I can see your followers. And this was a sly little thing that LinkedIn did, where they told you, if you want to make your posts visible to all the things that you do, then what you do is you become a content creator.
Gotcha.
Okay, and we thought when we did that, that was a wonderful thing, and it really was. But then it's kind of like in the middle of the night on a Friday night, they went in and they changed the deal. And what they did was they replaced your connect button with a follow button. So we're going to explain why. And so we need to go back in there and turn that off so that people can connect with you, because they can still see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would like that. But you can also, if you click on more, I think there's a connect button in more.
Well, no, there wouldn't be one for us because we're already connected.
Right. But I meant if it was a new person.
Right, well, right, but see, the average person doesn't know about that.
That's true. Where do you go in? I don't even know where to go in and turn it off anymore.
If we have time, I'll show you.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you, Max, I want to say thanks so much. And this is going to be our first $1 million year on that. We're well on our way. And I just wanted to, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me. I just can't. I really appreciate everything you've done. Just wanted to say that. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I appreciate that. I love it when people hit that first $1 million year, but not the last.
And we're on our way.
No, congratulations. It's funny because I help so many people, but it's nice to hear it. There's a lot of people, I don't hear they hit $1 million until 10 years after they did it. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, bro. That's awesome.
Thank you. And by the way, what he did, okay, all of you can do, all right?
Yeah.
What he
Absolutely.
did, all of you can do, because number one, it's not hard, and it's just a matter of following some simple steps. And the one thing that impressed me about Joel right from the beginning, because he's a great salesman, great salespeople know you want to listen more than you talk. And working with him was an absolute pleasure. Joe, why don't you tell everybody what coaching did for you, if you would.
Well, it did so much, I don't know if I can put it into just a few words, but it actually propelled me into the next level. And I think that's what everybody's looking for, being able to come to you and talk to you about what I was doing and just doing the tweaks, just the little things that we miss that the coaching really helped with. I don't know how to even express it. I mean, because even like coming to these things, you do a great job with these, but it's not like the individual coaching where I can ask a personal question on how I actually can make this happen. So it's like you said, we did over 100 agents in 2 months, less than 2 months on that with your coaching and our work.
Now, Ron Federico, working with me, became an executive director in Melaleuca. Just followed the scripts. All of you are heading down the same road. I am giving you a roadmap. For those of you that are in boot camp, just follow along, make the changes to your profile that are necessary, and start talking to people. Start engaging in the process. Carl has been a student for years. He was actually a customer of his business for 23 years. 17 months ago, he decided to build a business, applying all the things that he's learned from me over the years. It took him 17 months to get to Executive Director 5. Again, you're all following down the same road. And finally, Joanne is a textbook example. See, most of you, if you're doing other things in addition to being a network marketer, you got a full-time job, you're involved in other activities. Whatever it is that you're doing, you have the opportunity to apply it to your full-time job. When we started working together, I think it was 7 or 8 years ago, she was an orphan in her company. And person that brought her into the business was no longer in the business. She went through a boot camp, got excited about the potential, wanted to go faster. So we started working together. The first month, she doubled her business. The second month, she tripled it, and her confidence level grew, as your confidence level will grow. Then she started to apply it to her insurance job. And she started selling insurance policies. And all of a sudden, the people that she worked for wanted to know, where's she getting all this insurance business? She says, I'm getting it off of LinkedIn. So the company paid her $5,000 to train other agents. I heard from her last summer, because my students keep coming back, bringing me up to date on what's going on in their lives, and they come back because they're looking for me to bring them up to date on what's happening on Facebook and LinkedIn. And my friends, it's changing all the time. She told me she recruited 40 insurance agents in 1 month. Now she's working for Republic Services. And the agent that she got, the business that the one gas station that she got, that she talks about after posting is so important. And she mentions he's got 10 gas stations. So when she called in 3 weeks ago, I asked her, did you get the other gas stations? She said, absolutely, we got them all. Got them all. So this is what she had to say last summer.
I mean, Max, what you've taught me, obviously I've applied to my network marketing business, and it absolutely works. We know that. It's a fact. You've done it with me. You've done it with so many others. But, you know, one of the things I always say was, what you teach us, we can apply to any job. And it's the same technique. It's the same dance. And I've used it in the insurance world, where I was recruiting for multiple agencies and using your technique. I remember 1 month I recruited 40 insurance agents in 1 month. You know, that's huge. And I know that you've worked with others that have built huge insurance agencies as well. Currently, I'm doing outside sales. I'm working for Republic Services, as you can see in my banner there. I have been with the company 2.5 months. I started in the beginning of May. And I told my manager when I was in the interview process how I thought that, you know, I can apply LinkedIn and explode, you know, this type of position. And it didn't register with him. And I waited, and I said the first couple of weeks, I got to learn what I'm doing. I got that down. And then I said, I'm posting my first customer. So if you look back about a month, you'll see, you know, Go Auto, it was my first post, nothing fancy. And then about a week ago, I think I did 5 posts in a row. And one of my posts for Red Arrow Diner has gotten over 6,000 views between to, it said, oh, do you want to post in the, restaurant group or whatever? So this one here is a nonprofit, the one that you have right there. So they do mental health. And, I've got 23 likes on that and a good number of views. This one was a little restaurant in Nashua, and I think it was over 1,100 views when I saw it last. So what I'm doing is I've got a little twist, a little auto dealership. I think that one had about 1,200 views when I first looked at it last. I'm not even really, the diner one's my favorite, the next one right there. So this diner, Red Arrow Diner, been around for 100 years. And I just posted me with some of the guys outside and one of the owners, 67 people liked it. So using your technique, I do a little post, and the only thing I'm saying about Republic Services is welcome to the Republic Services family. So just doing that, it was getting more engagement, more people within the company. But just in the last week or so, I've been asked, I trained my group of, my office, and now I've got my division manager sending out messages talking about how because of these couple of posts that I've done, I had someone on LinkedIn that I connected with on the 25th of June with my message one that you taught, copy paste, and I got a sale from that. And he's got 10 gas stations. So I'm getting the first one in August. And, as long as we deliver, which we will, I'll end up getting 10 locations from him seeing my posts that you taught us how to do. You know what I mean? So I have a little bit of a twist, but my manager sent out a message talking about how he sees the value of what I'm doing, talking about me being 310% of budget. Then it's gone out to the region. And now one of the division managers are reaching out. They're shocked at what I'm doing. They're talking about me training their leaders and their sales force. They have 40,000 people that work for Republic Services. And this is like, breaking news, using LinkedIn to do what we're doing here. I just think super cool. It's like throwing that pebble in the water. And I just want to let you know, it's still having the ripple effect from what you and I have done.
So I have, I think 3 people on here that are, everybody that's on here, I think is a student. But I have 3 people here that are contemplating one-on-one coaching.
Why are they doing that, Matt? There's no question. The one-on-one coaching is where this all clicks for me. You know what I mean? And after like my second session with you, we fixed the profile. You showed me the basics. I started running with it. I couldn't sleep at night. Once we started having our one-on-one sessions. I was getting up at 3, 4 in the morning, and I would start doing my connections, doing what you taught me. And as you know, if you go back through our, trail there, I enrolled 3 people in one day when I was doing the network marketing. I got paid $5,000 to do 3 LinkedIn trainings for one of the insurance groups. Your training, your one-on-one coaching has opened up so many doors for me. So as time goes by, I always like to give you an update to let you know how I'm doing, but it all stems back to that one-on-one training that we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Were you surprised at how fast everything started to happen?
Initially, yeah. I mean, like Matt, I knew about you. I've heard about you from years before you and I had gotten together. I've watched.
Bottom line, folks, for all of you, is there is no easier, faster way for you to build your business. And
Some of the little webinars that you have.
if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. Use the promo code BEST DEAL. For those of you that are students, check your mail. We may have gotten a special promotion. We'll be back tonight for session 2, connecting with perfect prospects. Until next time, best of luck in building your business, and God bless.